Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's New Jersey going up against Toronto. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Cut on and missed at 101. And we're underway. And that one is inside. That misses. Ball 2. And a foul ball. Ramirez makes the grab. 1 away. Carlos Beltran. Getting ready to hit. Beltran goes 6'1", batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in Puerto Rico. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
In there at the knees for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And Judge spoils that one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Harper will hit next. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, the lefty, John Donaldson.
Well, this guy's Sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. On the ground to the left, De La Cruz sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Donaldson, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either.
0-2.
Whoa, they threw that one behind him. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. Adios, pelota. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swings and misses. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And that is a foul ball. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is downstairs.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Chipper fires to first, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bryce Harper to the plate. Page back to work. Inside. And that's ball 1.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Line drive and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Foul ball there. Page winds and fires. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Left field, way back there. That's back. Goodbye, home run. And we're all square. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Wagner has it sized up and makes the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. That's
1
down
ball,
and in. A
2
slider
strikes.
missed. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball
2-2,
up
count.
right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Missing inside. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Strike 1. That one misses in the dirt. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. Now it's Jose Ramirez. The 0-1. And it's fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. This ball's chopped on the ground. Marte throws to first in time. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Mickey Mantle digs in now. And there's the strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All over that one right there. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Ketel Marte. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that is out of play. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That's off the inside corner. The count now 2-2. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Ian Happ up to hit. Just off the inside edge.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Ripped into right center for a base hit. Marte around second. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
Marte at third. Hat on at first with nobody out. Base hit center field. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 3-2.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the out.
Ground ball could be 2. The underhand flip, 1 at second, and a run scores on the double play. Here's Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul out of play. Comes up empty.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
They say you win. Mackey comes up with it over to first. That completes. Bottom of the inning. Is Mackey at the plate now. The pitch. And there's a strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Liner caught it second. Back to the top of the lineup. And now Jimmy Rollins. And that skips in the dirt. The shortstop takes the ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Donaldson delivers. That misses the zone. 3-1. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. So a man aboard. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Rollins over at second. Albies at first. 1 gone.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a
double steal. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. Double steal. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Bell in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And now 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And fouled off. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. That one missed.
Bases loaded here. If he walks him, probably not the worst thing, because the alternative could be a grand slam.
Here's Donaldson with the payoff pitch. And now everybody's running.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-4. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the third. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That one misses. They're down 3-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That is the inning. Back here in Denver as we go to the top of the fourth. Now here is Cal Raleigh. Chapman, a 6'4" lefty, 235 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Just misses, and it's 2-2.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Schwarber now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Digging in, Chipper Jones. That one at triple digits.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That's down and in. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through it for the catch. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. Misses off the inside, 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that one fouled off. Tied at 4. Fouled off down the right side. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Biz Mackey, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Well, these players putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nasty forkball for strike 3. And here is Ian Happ. And misses inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On the ground right side. Albies over to first in time. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. So the lineup flips over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. And it's fouled away. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one just missing inside. Now 1-2. Got it. And good work. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hits the top of the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Whips it across. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. So now the DH spot, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings through that one for strike 1. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Josh Bell. First pitch just misses. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball.
Throws to first. Third out. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Smith back to work. Fought off foul. The 0-1. Swings and he breaks his bat. Brings it in, and there's one away. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Mantle makes the play. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Bryce Harper.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Denver. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And there's a ball.
Ball one.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And that one handled. Harper takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. At the plate, Mickey Mantle. He swings and fouls one off. Outside, and it's 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. Happ on his horse. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start. Start of the inning. And now Cal Raleigh. Fouled off. He was late. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one way inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that is downstairs. 2-2. Just off the inside edge. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. No outs. Runner at first. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. A little out front there as he swings through it. With the tying run on at first here in the top half of inning number 7.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Goodbye, home run. He rocketed that one out of here. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 6-5. Jones up to the plate for the 3rd time. As he looks at one down low.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Marte in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Falling behind 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a hard hit grounder to 3rd. Oh, and it hits the base. Throws to 2nd. And he'll pull into 2nd safely.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. And a count 1-2.
1 ball.
Pat over at second, 1 down. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Carlos Beltran. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, in time. Got him. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Honus Wagner. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Melton, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2022. And a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now, Biz Mackey. Just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but
oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. And now the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.